47-9, 2 out Mafia.
The king of the true.
Device not connecting.
Ahora sí. I'm free. Porque pito así. ¿Ah? Porque pito así. ¿Ah? Ahora sí. Activo Corrillo. Estamos probando un Bluetooth nuevo que está funcionando de maravilla. Perfecto. Trabajar un poquito porque no quiero escucharlo muy alto. Estamos Halloween Corrillo y está empezando a cosas. Yo voy para atrás. Bueno, ahora vamos a probar. Miren, tengo una nueva voz que puedo usar. Déjame ver por qué no quiere cambiar esto. Rapidito. Dame 2 segunditos rapidito. ¿Por qué tú no quieres cambiar? Ahora sí. Tengo este rojo muy alto, ¿verdad? Como que debería estar ahí. Ok, perfecto. Ya, bueno. Vamos a empezar. Vamos a subir todos estos redes. Dale para atrás. Esto debería achicarlo un poquito más. Ahí está. No tan grande. Ok. Necesito conectar esto. Oh, creo que marqué. Oh, shit. Pero bueno. Voy a marcar la contraseña primero. Ok, ahora sí. Oh. Dame un break. Yo tengo que hacer un ajuste aquí rápido, espérate. Y me olvidó esto que es importantísimo. Tuc, ahora sí. Ahora sí, se supone que ahora sí. Vamos a ver si vamos a probar. Club. Ahora sí, perfecto. Bueno, tengo que ver. Ya. Bling, bling. Bueno, ya estás ready. Vamos a darle a. Por ello, estamos live transmitiendo todos los contenidos de un jueguito aquí que tenemos. Duro. Y bueno, vamos al mambo. Ah, bueno, yo vamos a jugar, aunque ustedes no crean, 2K20. Sí. Vamos a meterle. Corrillo que extrañaba, a tiempo no streameaba. Ustedes piensan que no, pero esto no es fácil. Trabajar todos los días. Pero gracias a ustedes lo hago. Vuelvo otra vez, me conecto y meto mano. Y estoy streamando aparte acá en Twitch porque estoy haciendo. No me dejes ahora. Ay, solo va a ser Facebook. Supongo que lo escuchan doble, ¿verdad? Y ahora no lo escuchan doble, ¿verdad? Ya está arreglado. Problemas resueltos. Y como les dije, ¿qué pasó aquí? Vamos para mi career, ya saben. A seguir metiendo mano en la práctica y mejorando. Llevo tiempo,
Once you pick
yo lo
your
jugué
jumper,
antes
it's
y le
time
metí
to join
mano
the
y ahora
Clippers
estoy
and test
empezando.
your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one. In the NBA 2K21 demo, you can also hit a quick game. That's right, you'll be able to play 5 total games with access to 4 stacked.
Yeah. Vamos allá.
Up next, the Trailblazers taking on the Warriors. It's time for the NBA. TA, it's all.
Well, Dave.
I like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trailblazers. On Thursday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Friday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan. He's checked in for the Warriors. And the team wants that fast start, but when you really think about it, how important is that in the grand scheme of things?
Well, it depends on where you are. Like, let's think about Houston last year with the injuries. You don't want to get to a slow start where you're fighting for home court advantage. So it's very important. And usually veteran teams know that first 2-3 weeks of the season is when you can sneak teams. And if you're a younger team and you understand that, wait a minute, it's all about attention to detail, focus and playing hard, you can get some pretty nice good sets early because when the young teams, once the scout report comes out and teams tone in on you, it might be a little bit more of a difficult season.
Just go ahead.
Watch it.
6 on the shot clock.
Oh, papi, yo gané.
The 19-foot shot.
Yo
Will not
gané, de
go.
verdad.
This is off the
Vamos
front
allá.
end. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 17-7 run.
And with the way that Che has played this year, you figured it was a matter of time before they started giving him a larger role on this team. He has moved his way up in that rotation.
He has. Well, the way he's come in, Greg, and helped the team, he's been a big part of that. Much more under control with his decision-making. We can see that. And his play is so much better since the first few times he saw the floor.
Got to be aware of McCollum. I mean, he's a competitor. And look, he looks for revenge in these situations.
Curry passes to Che. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Ay, está el
To
foul.
get it
Como quiera,
inside
papi.
and draw the contact.
¿Qué bajó? Era un foul como quiera, papi.
The Warriors have started out 0-1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Bueno.
The first free throw is good.
And the pick and roll tandem of Damian Lillard and Yusuf Nurkic, one of the most unstoppable in our league.
Yeah, Nurkic as a role man, not only a scorer, but also a capable passer too. He had the second most assists on the team last season. He and Lillard have mastered the nuances of the pick and roll game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Chris. Green comes in for Thompson. And it's Damian Lee in for Curry.
Vamos allá.
Kevin, with the Warriors last season, again, with the top-rated offense, they make everything look so easy. I mean, great movement, great players.
Ay.
Warriors leading by 12. Here's Lee. Good for the basket. Starting off
Lee, dale,
1 for
vamos
1 with that
allá.
shot.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
With that Golden State offense, Chris,
Yeah,
much of it
man,
comes with the passing.
Yeah, during this dynasty, Kevin, I mean, Warriors passing hasn't gotten enough credit. Perhaps one of the best passing teams ever. To average right around 30 assists per game a year is crazy.
Now here's Che. Defense is right there, and the basket is good.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Here's Trent, covered by Lee. Trent gets the bucket.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Che passes to Pascal. Lee outside. And the pass to Che. To the middle. And there's Green on the assist by Che.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Warriors lead by 14. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. So much talent on this Warriors team. Draymond Green talks about how it all meshes together.
The way I judge, whether we can play together or not is on the defensive end. I never really judge on the offensive end. It's about picking each other up on the defensive end and all being on the string.
Greg, defense is Draymond's specialty, no question about it.
And it all starts on that end. The Warriors feel like if they take care of business at that end, the offense will take care of itself.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Well, I love the ball movement so far, G.A. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
Green down low with Looney. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Lee in at the 2 guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. On defense, the Warriors. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Trent passes to Nurkic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Yusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game, the Bosnian Beast, making a name for himself.
The boss of the beast.
No good on the free throws. Well, the NBA is entertainment. Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. You don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest, to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick, sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely. On the wing, Wiggins. Reza covering. Looney passes to Green. On the wing, Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. And another 3 for Golden State.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, in that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
They certainly made their presence felt on defense. They were active and rejected a number of shots.
Vamos allá, te quiero entrar agua. Quiero entrar agua, no me han dejado. Vamos allá.
Here's Murray. with 1 on the clock. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Warriors ahead. They lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Teams deciding to change it up. Nurkic finds Ariza. To the paint. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Ariza's got his first basket of the night.
And the development of Damian Lillard helping propel this Blazers team to the top of the West.
Yeah, GA, that's why they call him Logo Lillard. And he's only extending his range. I mean, another playoff dagger in his resume. Finishing off OKC and then waving goodbye. Dame time is right now.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. We've got Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard.
Oh, you love how physical Ariza is, just attacking the D and earning the call in the process.
No good on that one. And even though Chris, he isn't the athletic dynamo he once was, the length of Ariza is always a factor.
Yeah, I mean, for years now, Ariza has been a nuisance for opposing scorers with his reach. And Kevin, you know he's great at contesting shots, and he's good for at least 1 or 2 takeaways a game.
Little, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Shea inside. He's off on that one.
Even right at the rim. I mean, that's a tough shot for him. The D has him blanketed.
To the inside. Here's Nurkic. Yes, that goes in.
A physical player with a large frame. Nurkic was seemingly unbothered by the contact.
Shea outside. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third.
And with the Warriors, the strength of their defense comes from their versatility.
Yeah, they have a roster that can switch on everything. Guys like Draymond allow them to go small and not lose out on D. I mean, this team is very smart with their defensive schemes. When it comes to Che, you think intensity, passion. But what some people don't realize, he's also a really funny guy.
And the Warriors making a change here. Lee's checked in.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Che passes to Green. Back to Che. Pass to Green. Clock at 6. From 16 feet away, he cans it. And the Warriors lead by 3.
And one more way for Green to impact the game. Hit the mid-range jump shot.
Tipped away. And stolen by Che. Shoots from the block. And that one is good. Che's got 5. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Now, here's Lillard. By Che. No good on the triple.
Knowing the kind of competitor he is, I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
They shoot again. And Wiggins with the layup. Now it's a 7-point Warrior lead.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in.
The outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look that's going in.
Here's Looney. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. No good that time. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. And he continues to torment them from three-point range. A total of 5 threes for him in the game now. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And it's been a very competitive game.
At the line for Warriors, Stephen Curry with one.
They've got Andrew Wiggins. Steph Curry's up there with Jay. And there's Chris. And it's Pascal in at the power forward. That's the Warriors 5.
And what you admire about Curry is how easily the game comes to him. But he's earned it. He works so hard, he can play with such a carefree attitude.
Fans, just broadcasters, love to see teams get out and attack in transition. Would you like to see the league crack down on intentional fouls that will halt that break, slow down that break, stifle that break?
No, because the home fans or the fans of the team that's fouling doesn't want that team to get out and get an easy 2 points. I mean, we still have to have defense in the game, so anything that takes away from teams scoring, you just can't say, well, we want to watch them score, don't do it. No. And very honestly, if you're an unselfish team, usually on those breaks, it's usually because a player holds the ball too right. Usually they have another open player in front of them that they could pass it up to. And if you're an unselfish team, usually you'll still give the fans what they want. And that's a crazy highlight on the play.
Yes, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys. And so you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned. And for me, this was big. From sports and use them in business. So in business, I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it, get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves. And just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice too. Shot clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Shea's shot is off, and Portland has possession. It's a 14-point game. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Jay. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Curry. The teardrop falls in. And the Warriors lead by 16.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
The offensive rebound. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps. And the extra.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Nice little win streak.
7 puntos y 2 asistencias para no jugar mucho está bien. Tengo que meterle más. Tengo que meter como 20 puntos, 30 puntos o más. ¿Qué ustedes creen? Debería. A ver qué pasa aquí en Street Lab. Configuraciones. Street Manager.
Yo, what's up, man?
No.
Great game.
Hey, when's the last time you went to the zoo? Thinking of going this weekend. Why you standing here? Go work on your game.
All right, fellas, let's get to work. Congrats on the win, but we have a lot of work to do if we want to keep it up. Let's stay focused in practice today. We have got to do a better job at getting the ball out in transition. We're leaving easy points on the table. Coaches, set up the drill. Let's get it, fellas.
Ok. El primero que haga los 5 puntos. Vamos allá.
You got it. Come on, man. Yo, get it up. Hey, get the ball, huh? With the foul. Yo, look at the clock. That's what the waiting room for. 17. Yo, look at the clock.
There we go. Okay, let's move on to the next drill.
Started, man. Let's get it started. Don't get hit. Don't let him shoot that. Oh, give me that. Watch the screen. Back him down. Screen coming. Go over it.
Way to finish strong. Let's set up this next drill.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Whose man is that? I'm gonna keep coming, baby. Just get started.
That's what we need right there. Nice work. All right, let's move on.
Focus, focus. I'm gonna keep coming. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Bueno, me tiene que guardiar. Yo tengo que hacerle un fake y me fui por aquí.
Hey, yo, right here, baby.
go.
Way to finish strong, guys. Make sure you get some shots up before you get out of here.
Entiendo.
Can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately. So that's a low blow.
So I'm going with the Celtics.
I'm going to go with the Lakers. It's on, Alexis.
It's on.
Really getting warmed up here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, D.A. Take it away.
And guys, some background on Shea, the rare high-profile prospect that stayed in college for 4 years. He told me he doesn't regret the decision, even if it hurt his draft stock. He says he has no regrets and feels he's in a great situation. Guys?
David, thanks for that report. You're right. Not that many top players stay all 4 years.
You know, Draymond Green and Jimmy Butler come to mind. I could see Shea having that kind of impact as he builds out the rest of his game.
And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Boston. They've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they're obviously trending in a positive direction, but still working out some of those early season timing issues. But I have to say, I like what I'm seeing.
Now Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Then there's Chris, then it's Wiggins, and it's Pascal in at the 4. And for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's House in at the small forward. Conference rivals in this one, Clark. Does that matter as much as people think, or is it just another game?
I still think it matters to the players. I mean, they're a little...
Only 5 on the floor. Bowman passes to Shea. Unloads from 9. The rebound by Jeff Green. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. It's a three-point game. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively. And they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
The Rockets have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. 105 left in the first. Back to Rivers, pass to Carroll. 6 to shoot. Here's Clemens. Solid play in the low pocket. One's good.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Murray outside. Pass to Looney. Shea outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
There's an aggressiveness to Che's game that I think everybody can appreciate and respect. Prides himself on keeping pressure on the defense.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Es difícil.
He's off on the first.
And for so many things that the Rockets do right, one area they can lapse in is rebounding.
Yeah, and a big part of that, I think, is they play a lot of small ball, and the defense is decent, but the rebounding suffers when they go small. They were bottom 3 in the league last year in rebound.
Lee's checked in for the Warriors.
Vamos allá. Hacer eso difícil yo.
And the second free throw, good.
We've got one of the hardest working players in the league at the line here. Shea works hard on all aspects of this game.
Rivers finds Green. Houston moving the ball around. And Rivers gets it to go in on the assist from McLemore.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Inside, Looney. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Shea knows to have his head up at all times, scanning the floor, because that way you can deliver to an open teammate on time, on target.
Shoots the 3. It's not going to go for him. In a high-scoring first quarter, both teams really filling it up. Warriors ahead, up by 3. We'll be back shortly, live from Houston, Texas. All the great Golden State Warrior scorers, Draymond Green spoke about feeding the hot hand.
I think there are times where one of the guys need to take more shots, and sometimes where we can be a little bit too unselfish. You know, if one guy thinks, hey, man, I'm taking too many shots, let me get someone else involved. But if you got it going, we all want you to shoot.
Yeah, why not? Green knows that, Greg, if you're in the zone, keep firing.
And with his unselfishness and vision, Green, more often than not, is the one setting the table.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Green down low with Looney. Lee out there with Jay. And it's Murray in at the 3 spot. From deep, McLemore drops in the tray. McLemore's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
Down low, it's stolen by Green. Shea outside. On the wing, Green. Green with the block. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it, and McLemore snaps it in.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown.
Here's Bowman. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And so it's Andrew Wiggins making it. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Vamos allá, vamos a ver. Vamos a ver. Estamos en defensivo aquí,
and as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team create much separation on this.
Okay. Dale.
The Warriors making a change here. Shay's checked in. How do you think great coaches go about making that connection with their players?
Well, it starts with being candid and holding the player accountable. Great players want to and need to be coached, and great coaches find a way to do that effectively for that individual and for the team.
Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the small forward. It's the 5 for Houston right now. And the shot goes in. Westbrook's got the lead up to 4 now for the Rockets.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Good D by Covington.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
No good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Shea dishes to Thompson. Pascal, the pass to Shea. The Rockets pull it in. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one, and that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Here's House. The shot, no good. Good D by Thompson. Now here's Shea. Not a lot of room. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Thompson.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Damari Carroll comes in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Ben McLemore in for Robert Covington. That's tipped. Stolen by Harden. One-on-one here. Deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Increíble.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry is out there with Shea. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Pascal in at the power forwards position. Here's Rivers. The pass to Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And when Covington gets on a hot streak, look out. Really filling it up from all spots on the floor.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Chris, he's checked in for Looney. Pass to Tucker. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Uy, son jugadas
And I have
así,
great
coño, para ganar
appreciation
este
for the
juego.
IQ of Stephen
Vamos a
Curry.
hacer
I mean,
otra más,
once the ball
otra
hits his
jugada más.
hands, guys, you
Defensa y vamos,
know
otra jugada más.
he's thinking about letting it go.
No, estoy cambiando de posición a mí, papi.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
I like the work they've done at the free throw line all throughout this game. They've been the aggressors.
They consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
Pascal, the pass to Che. Second chance shot. Pascal's shot is off.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
From deep Harden, that's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Wiggins, right side, lets it go from deep. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for him.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots. Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Shea passes to Pascal. Now the dish to Curry. Over Harden. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Tucker, good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Hey, we know Harden can score, but he also has great vision.
Curry on the wing. To the paint. Pascal, the pass to Curry. Three-pointer on the way. Got it, and the Houston lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Shea.
Boy, he loves to be right in the middle of it. Shea wants to be the guy to make it count.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah,
they're up by 1. 1:44 left to play in the final quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought.
Checked in for Golden State. They swipe it. A shot by Harden. Wide open. It counts.
And you know the ball's going to Harden when the game's tight. Terrific at delivering and producing down the stretch.
Curry fires from way outside. No good. Shot missing. And the Rockets take it the other way. And so they foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
That shot misses. And so it's Houston with it. Well, this one is winding down now. Houston can watch the clock run out. And that's an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They trail by 8. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Lee. Shea outside. Murray gets the lead. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Houston. So we see the Rockets get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the win at home, and they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that about wraps it up for Great This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
I'm all for uniform ads. I mean, who cares? I care, Hank. It makes the unis less fresh. No. Strong disagree. And look, this is a commercial.
Un punto menos la diferencia. Así que tengo que meter más caña. Todavía. Shit. Más caña todavía. Ay, Dios mío. Bueno. Practica primero.
Hey, how you been, man?
Hey, need some help?
Vamos, todos presentes, vamos. A practicar todo.
Come on in.
Ahí,
Now,
vamos.
we need to put our heads down and grind if we don't want to win a game like that last one. Now get after it. Let's go. We have got to find a way to create more scoring opportunities in transition. Let's get on the baseline and work on filling the lanes better and getting the ball to the middle of the floor. You got it. Come on.
Hey, watch him!
¡Ubi! Lo fuimos por el medio. Vamos allá, vamos allá, vamos allá. Se me fue por el lado. Ay, mierda.
Good job. Let's move on to the next drill.
Keep it going.
Outstanding effort. Now let's set up the next drill.
Man, I can't even watch this.
Good work, team. Let's get one more drill in.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Hey, he can ball, huh?
good work in practice today. Make sure you get some reps in before you leave the gym.
Hang time, moving the plug in the power, ayy. Came with a charge in my alley, charge it again like it's credit, your team cried me to edit, yeah. I see face so credit, hold up, that's candy, the minute to play to revive, let's get a shot pressing. They say what I said, they got like 20 moves and like 100 problems. I'm James with a step back, throw that shot up, I don't miss often. Don't look, I had to boss up, get the post up when it's OT, when I'm home team, need that gold ring with that weight gun on me.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Good to have you with us tonight as we watch the Golden State Warriors going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves at Target Center. Well, for Minnesota, from their first 7 games, they've come away with just 1 win. Whatever optimism they brought with them into the season has faded significantly. Well, it didn't take Hollywood long to find Che. He's already speaking with Maverick Carter about production deals, Shaq.
Well, the kid can act. He can act so good. I actually got a role for him in Kazam, too.
Oh, what a lucky guy.
Look, I made movies when I played. It did not hamper my dominance one bit.
Hey, look, everybody's not Shaq. Everybody can't do that. I have a production company now, just letting you know, Smith Entertainment Group. And I could not have done this while I was playing. Impossible. Che, concentrate on basketball. That's where the bread is buttered.
Let's go out to Kevin Harlan. They're getting ready for the opening tip.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Hey, Dave.
Well, if you ask Karl Anthony Towns, his greatest strength is his versatility. He said, "My dad taught it to me at a young age, and it's made my transition at every step of my career comfortable, having the fundamentals and foundation."
Yeah, terrific attitude. It makes him very tough to handle. David, thank you. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at the Warriors. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And checking out Minnesota, 3.5 back.
And for the Warriors, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they'd hoped they'd be.
In the swing of things, or were you ready to go out of the gates?
In order to stay in the NBA, Kevin, no. I could not do that. I could not do that.
I had 14 years.
I loved coming into training camp, being in tip-top shape. It really was something I took a lot of pride in, is that I wanted to be going so that our practices for our coaching staff was something we could get through. Now, I understood the role of other guys on the team where it might take a little while for them to get going. But for my mindset and my confidence in the year, I wanted to make sure that the offseason and the work that I was putting in, because that's where players improve the most, I was going to come to keep it going.
Here's Johnson. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Just a nice job of snipping one out right there. Would love to see Johnson try to get a few more of those freebies.
Chris with it. Towns on him. Golden State moving the ball around. Wiggins surveying the floor. Shot clock at 5. Good work defensively by Turner.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And Towns gets it to go.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Johnson, the pass to Russell. Back to Johnson. Second shot opportunity.
240 pounds at 6'8". That's where James Johnson right there can be intimidating against any opponent, especially inside.
It's his first trip to the line. Johnson at the line for two. The first one. Minnesota making some changes. Culver's checked in for Turner. And Okogie subbed in for Beasley. And the Warriors making a change here.
And the Warriors defense last year still strong, but not as dominant as before.
You wonder if the loss of a lot of that experience is going to cost this revamped roster defensively. It's been fun to watch them shoot threes, but they've been so reliant on that defense. Can they be that good this season?
Curry outside. Good. And it's Jay picking up the assist.
A consistency from the distance that Steph shoots at, I think, is one of the more astounding parts of his accuracy from the three-point line.
Russell against Curry. Russell passes to Towns. Trying to get open as Johnson. Towns, no luck.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at a high level offensively.
Warriors with the rebound. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Well, they were obviously the superior team a year ago, but a lot can change from one season to the next in the NBA. Let's see how this game plays out before we make any rush to judgment.
Substitution. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Beasley. Puts up a three. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Shea is out there with Curry. And there's Chris. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Pascal in at the 4 slot. Russell finds Johnson. Got a piece of it.
That's some good use of the length right there from Marquise Chris, reaching out and swatting that one away.
And the basket by Curry.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a whole stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Beasley, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Brent, while he's mostly a 3 and D-type player, Malik Beasley is improving in other areas as well.
Yeah, it's interesting noticing the passing and how that has improved. It's a nice wrinkle to Malik Beasley's game, who really coming into the league was all about force, getting the ball, straight line drives, attacking the defense, rising up, trying to dunk on guys. His ability to slow down and see the floor is going to help enhance what he can do offensively.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. And he's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. Shea outside. Shoots a 3. Rebound, Minnesota.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Outside, Russell. Passes it to Johnson. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against one make. The drive by Shea. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Jarrett Culver.
Jay head down, nose down, wanting to get in there, not afraid to dribble in and earn some foul shots.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw, no good.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in, and he sinks the second.
Yeah, rare to see a 4-year college player out on an NBA floor, but I think it helped Shea develop on the floor and off.
Bounce pass, Russell. Beasley kicks to Johnson. And Towns throws it down.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Now Culver. He's got 5. Here's Russell with the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Russell's got 8 here in the quarter.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
Back to Curry. D'Angelo Russell getting it done for Minnesota. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Draymond Green. Draymond, big front court on the other team. Was the game plan to make them adjust to you?
Absolutely. We know their size. That's what they were going to bank on. Pull them away from the rim a little bit. We were able to knock some shots down.
You look comfortable, and they did not. Thanks a lot, Draymond. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. The most consistent, deepest.
Lillard is in that category.
Lillard is in there, and of course, last year's playoff win will never go away in terms of what a great memory that was. Trae Young is now entering that category, Kevin.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw that at the end of last year. His fearlessness in pulling up from just about anywhere has been pretty remarkable. And to that, I will add one Brook Lopez, who has found his way well beyond the three-point line.
He's a whole nother conversation.
We'll talk about him later.
We'll do that. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And that one is on Towns.
Back when I first saw him in Summer League, one of the things that I liked about Shea is that he invites the contact, does not shy away from those kind of plays.
That free throw, no good. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Last season, it seemed like Towns recommitted himself on the defensive end after facing some pretty significant criticism in that department.
You know, he looked like he was playing with a chip on his shoulder defensively. Towns has always had the capability to be a fantastic defender, and I'm really glad that he's focusing on that part of his game as an area to improve.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Okogie, the pass to Towns. Takes the 13-footer, connects the jumper twice. Towns has got 10.
no doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Shea passes to Poole. Fires from 14 and misses it off the right side of the rim. Minnesota in the lead. And there's the pass to Culver. Buries it down low. 7 points in the game.
I don't think this is a conditioning issue, but they look like they've lost their legs here in the second half.
On the wing, Lee. Back to Jay. There's 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Tries again. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It goes. Here is Russell. It's rebounded by Golden State. Chris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Steph Curry. He's out there with Jay. Klay Thompson is out there with Chris. And it's Pascal in at the 4. Thompson against Russell. From past the arc. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
Drills the three-pointer. Russell's got 5 points in the quarter.
Attention to detail is what's helped Russell improve his scoring ability every year.
Shea outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 8. Turner kicks to Johnson. No good with the triple.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Here's Towns. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Warriors.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Steph Curry.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of them out there tonight. He was involved on...
Ganamos ahí.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. The NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.
Esta me pagaron un poquito más, ¿verdad? En el baño, que estoy usando es executor nuevo Tipo correr toda la casa. Literal. Y ningún problema de desconexión de audio. Probando cositas nuevas. Un rebote, 2 asistencias, 1 punto. 6 puntos. Demasiado. Chequea algo aquí. Y mi gente, estoy usando el play para que vean. Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto. Narco. Bueno. Es un viejo amigo. Super pana. Diablo, extraño el pana. Dame entrar aquí. Dame. Wow, está conectado. Increíble. Increíble. Pero sí, está ahí. Bueno.